Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO video. Today guys, we're looking at the busted fossils, the Armaldo card here with Aerodactyl. I was playing through Emerald last week and I beat the game, and one of the main Pokemon on my team was an Armaldo, and while I was playing it I was like, well, isn't there an Armaldo card that's like actually kind of decent? And I was like, oh, there is. And this card is a fighting type Pokemon with the attack Ancient Blast. For a Twin Energy, you can do 50 plus 20 more damage for each unidentified fossil card in your discard pile. So if you get all 4 unidentified fossils in your discard, Armaldo does 220 damage, which is pretty good. You're one-shotting quite a few things like Zacian, of course. But the big thing is, you are a fighting type. So if you just get 3 fossils in your discard pile, you're going to one-shot an Eternatus VMAX without a weak guard on. And you're also going to 2-shot most VMAXs because you're doing 170 damage. And I am going to be comboing this today with Aerodactyl here. Aerodactyl is a great Pokemon to play alongside Armaldo with Fossil Fangs. For a triple energy, you could do 90 damage. And if you have no GX or EX in play, which we happen to play no GXs or EXs in our deck, no Dedenne, and we can do 180 damage. So just hit really hard. 180 damage is a lot of damage to do. And of course, we have triple energy to attack for free. So before we get in the video, guys, of course, shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. As always, guys, if you're ever looking for any PTCGO pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. Card Cavern sells codes online for the cheapest. So if you guys are looking to pick up any set code like Battle Styles, Shiny Fates, Vivid Voltage, Stone Shield base set, or if you're looking for a specific GX or V promo code, a theme deck code, an ETB code, a sleeve code, a pre-release code, something like that, get them over at Card Cavern. If you get any codes over at Card Cavern, of course, guys, at the checkout, you can use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your purchase at the checkout. Help the channel, help yourself out, and help out Card Cavern. So shout out Card Cavern, check them out, and use code LDF if you get any codes over there. All right, let's look at the list. So yeah, Armaldo Aerodactyl. Great partner is Aerodactyl, of course, because it can evolve from the fossil. And a lot of the time you can go Research Lab, which is a huge player in the deck, allowing you to search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon that evolve from the unidentified fossil card. Your turn will end if you do this, but you get to put them on your bench for free, so you can play Research Lab to get either Anorith, Aerodactyl, or double Anorith or double Aerodactyl, which is really useful. The nice thing about playing the Aerodactyl, though, is it does evolve right from the fossil. So you bench the fossil, you can discard it to power up Armaldo, but you can also wait a turn and evolve it into an Aerodactyl. So that is kind of why these are good. And then the Aerodactyl goes down, you can then come in with Armaldo. So like it's usually like you go Aerodactyl before you go Armaldo, unless you're playing against like Eternatus or something. But if you are, you know, usually you go Aerodactyl and then Armaldo. And that's the beauty of the deck. We are playing 4 still with Jirachi, allowing you to find your research labs, and the deck also plays a Crobat V. Again, we're not playing any GXs or EXs because Aerodactyl wouldn't do as much damage, so no Dedenne. We're just playing 1 Crobat. We got 1 Mew, obviously, for Rapid Strike. For the rest of the deck here, we got Great Catcher, 2 Evo Incense, 4 Comms, 2 Quick Balls, 2 Scoop Up Net, 4 Switch, 1 Rod, 4 Fossils, 4 Research Lab. Now, the supporter count is where things get a little crazy. Now, you might be looking at the supporter count like, what the heck? Why do you have 2s of everything? Well, each supporter plays a good role in the deck. Bill's Analysis. A bit of a weird card, but I'm going to play it and try it out. Allows you to look at the top 7 cards of your deck, reveal 2 trainers. This can turn into double unidentified fossil or unidentified fossil research lab on your first turn. So there's actually benefits to Bill. And I got 2 Bird Keeper to switch your Jirachi out. Also, sometimes you don't want to discard your hand. Got 2 Marnies. Marnie is still a very important card to play to help, you know, get rid of your opponent's hand size. And we got 2 Brunos. If something gets knocked out, shuffle, draw 7. It's a great way to try to find energy because you're seeing 7 cards. And of course, Research does the exact same thing. Then 2 Boss. It's a weird anomaly of supporters, and you can tweak around the supporter count however you see fit. I'm fine with it. The only other supporter I want to maybe play is a couple of Guzma Hala or maybe an Opal. Those are the 2 supporters that I maybe thought of put in here was a Guzma Hala and an Opal. I think those would be great additions to the deck. Definitely try them out if you want. We got 4 triples and 4 twins to round out the list for the energy. I did also have a Recycle energy in the deck, so you can go like Recycle on Aerodactyl and then Twin energy it, but triple's usually just fine. But if you want to play an extra energy, you can do that. Yeah, let's go try out the fossil deck, see in action. All right, getting in the first match with Armaldo here, and it looks like we might be against Eternatus in this first game. Oh, we do lose a coin flip, though. If we are playing against Eternatus, we want me going first. Well, look at that. All right, now I'm thinking this isn't Eternatus, because my opponent let me go first. We do have a turn 2 Dactyl here, which is really nice, so that's nice. We can... Yeah, this could be a good turn if we can get a Research Lab and go Aerodactyl. Oh, we're playing in Single Strike Urshifu. Or it's a Tyranitar V deck. It's one of the 2. Could be Stonjourner, I guess. I'm not sure that's relevant, but we'll see. All right, we get to draw an extra card here. Evo Incense. Energy. Not many options there, games. Let's put that down. We'll play the Stellar Wish. You do find the Research Lab. Beautiful. Play that down, I guess, and just go for the Anorith and the Aerodactyl. Or we want to use the fossil Aerodactyl. I think we just get double Anorith, right? Yeah, let's just get double Anorith. Because every find a fossil, that's going to turn into an Aerodactyl. I wouldn't mind getting another research lab in next turn if we can, though. We'll see how the pace of the game is. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we do have a turn 2 Fossil Fangs here, and we can maybe play aggressive and knock out this Hound Dower. Maybe if they put an Urshifu in the active and do Laser Focus, we can hit it for 180, which I would like to do to set it up to be KO'd. Yep, okay, so they do have Single Strike Urshifu. It's like we can hit that, maybe get some damage on it, or we can sit back and do another research lab. But it looks like, yeah, we can just sit back. I mean, wow, another fossil, damn. Okay, let's see what this gets us. Another fossil. I mean, the Bruno would have been good too, but we have Switch. I mean, judging from this hand, we can kind of just... I mean, yeah, I think we just chill out and take the, we'll take the KO with the Aerodactyl here, take out my opponent's Hound Dower. Like, this is a pretty good setup here. We haven't played a supporter, and we have a pretty solid setup. We have the two Anoriths cooking in the background for when we want to turn them into an Armaldo. I was going to play the Evo Incense, but I'm going to save it for potentially a second Aerodactyl, I think, yeah. We crippled my opponent pretty well there, took out their Hound Dower. To be fair, we don't have a follow-up attack, currently. It's fine, though. Okay, well, I mean, if we want, we can get rid of the two fossils and then just go Armaldo here. Doesn't do much damage, though, so I don't know if that's really actually worth it, but we'll see. We could just Supersonic them and confuse them. We'll see what happens. We could always just switch back into Jirachi. We could just switch back into Jirachi, discard the fossils, and go with a research lab. Might have to be the play, yeah. Looks like we're gonna have to do that. We'll play another research lab. Just get rid of the fossils, set up Armaldo's damage output. And we'll just chill out and do... We'll just play the research lab. Make sure I do this first. Another fossil's pretty good. I could have taken the bill, actually. Maybe that was better. Might have been better to take the bill there, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, you're probably going to bench Crobat. I really don't want to give put a 2-prizer in play. Well, I guess we could do this. We can grab a second Jirachi. It's got to be the play. Grab a second Jirachi. We'll play this. We'll just send out the deck as much as we can. I'm going to grab another Armaldo. I mean, they could boss it, I guess. I'll just research lab here for another Aerodactyl. Alright, cool. I don't know. And this is fine. I mean, we use this Aerodactyl, gets knocked out. We are hitting 220 damage with Armaldo, and we are hitting super hard. If that Aerodactyl wasn't in play with the fossil underneath, we actually would have knocked out the Urshifu, because we would have had all 4 fossils. They do research here, so no boss. So my opponent will KO my Jirachi. And, I mean, we might as well go Armaldo. I don't think it matters how we sequence our attackers, but we might as well go Armaldo here. And just hit for 170 damage. Just set. Well, that's fine. Because, like, they'll have to impact below me. And then to attack me again, they're either going to have to retreat or they're going to have to evolve into an Urshifu VMAX, which is what we want them to do. We want them to put a VMAX in play. Also, I want them to match a Crobat or a Dedenne, so we have a nice boss target. Yeah, I think well, they have the single strike scroll on, actually, so I don't have to evolve. Never mind. Alright, promoting Jirachi is risky, especially if we do with a switch out. I think we don't have a choice, so we need to draw well. And find some supporters here. There's a triple. There's a Bird Keeper. Alright, I'll take it. Alright. We definitely just go Aerodactyl here, I think. There we go. We got a Bruno for next turn. So let's Fossil Fangs for 180. Yeah, I'm not sure what I could do about the single strike on. See what they have. We'll see what they have here. Yeah, I really want them to bench a Dedenne or Crobat. No, that's like the 2 big cards I want to see get benched. Are those 2 cards. Might have another turn where we sit back and do Research Lab. That might have to happen at some point. We only have 3 other attackers in play. Not sure they're going to win us the game. There's a Bird Keeper. Ooh. That does let them impact. Well, it wouldn't make a difference because they had the single strike scroll on, but it's interesting. Now, I want them to evolve into the VMAX, but that is most likely not going to happen. The single strike Urshifus are good attackers, but now that they're going to knock me out, Armaldo can come in and clean them up. But I think I'm going to try to go with another Aerodactyl here to KO their Urshifu, because we want to save Armaldo because they can one-shot the Urshifus. Like, this guy may have 200 HP, but, like, the chances he does another single strike is very low. But We could whip the energy, too. That's the other issue. We might have to play Crobat here to get this KO. I want to knock him out with Crobat. Or Aerodactyl. Crobat, what the heck? Oh, let's just Bruno first. See what we get here. We need to find that triple. No luck. We can try to Crobat. I think we have to do Crobat. As much as I don't want to bench in this matchup, I don't have much of a choice. I don't even really know what to grab. I guess Mew. We can Research Lab, I guess, if we... maybe I shouldn't grab Mew, because we can Research Lab if we don't get energy. We might just knock him out with Armaldo, though, so... I think we just bench the Mew and just call it. Alright, here we go. We got the triple. Let's go. Super clutch. Fossil Fangs for the knockout. And Aerodactyl goes down. We have 2 Armaldos that can one-shot the Urshifu's. One thing I guess my opponent could do is boss one of my Armaldos this turn. That would suck a little bit, because we have 1 triple left. But all 4 fossils are in the discard pile, which means Armaldo's Ancient Blast is doing 220 damage, which one-shots the Urshifu, so they have to evolve into the VMAX here to protect themselves. And if they don't, we're just going to one-shot them with 2 different Armaldos. So we probably do just win by these 2 Pokemon. We'll have to see it. If they go VMAX, it does complicate things, but if we don't with energy, we can always just 2-shot them. It's not a big deal. The only issue is having Crobat in play, but I don't think it matters at this point. Like, I don't know if my opponent would do this, but I actually wouldn't mind them bossing Crobat this turn, but it doesn't matter because they knock out Aerodactyl, and we're going to be able to win the game in 2 Armaldo attacks, most likely. That's why we're just kind of chilling here. Well, now Aerodactyl would have killed them, but I mean, like, if we had the extra Aerodactyl play for later, if we went the Armaldo route there and knocked them out, I don't know if Aerodactyl actually would have gotten the KO, right? They could have just attached and it wouldn't matter. There is a boss. Yeah, they're going to kill my Crobat, which is fine. That doesn't really advance their game plan any further. Yeah, I don't think it does. Oh, Jirachi, I don't know. Let's just thin out the deck. Thin out the deck a little bit here real quick. Yeah, just thin things out. We're just going to Bird Keeper. You know? I'm going to play Bird Keeper here. Not sure what I'm really looking for. An Ordinary Rod. I don't think I'll take that, because there might come a point where we might need to play Crobat next turn, so I might as well put the Crobat back in the deck. We might have to play it next turn if we whiff, like, if we could get Marnie or something, I don't know. Maybe we, like, just drop poorly, which, yeah, it could happen. We drew into another Twin, though, so we have another Twin for next turn. If we don't get Marnied here, should be able to win. I don't think they have anything that can take a hit, unless they play Cape of Toughness in their deck. Unless my opponent plays Cape of Toughness in their deck, I don't think they can do much. They could stamp me here, but they have to get a switch. They have to get so much here to attack and knock out my Armaldo. It's actually insane. The Urn is a start, but they need to move the Houndoom. They need to find an energy, which they actually no. They attach a Houndoom. Now they can't even knock me out this turn. So it's game over, right? Yeah. Like they needed so much to get me here, and like their limited hand. Yeah, I think it's GG's. They can't knock me out this turn because they already attached per turn. They only have 2 Houndooms to work with. So yeah, I don't think there's any Pokemon they can use here in their deck that can be powered up with Houndoom. There is the Marnie. That's what I was worried about, because if we weren't winning this turn, we needed the boss or something to win the game. That Marnie would mess us up a little bit, but we'll see what Marnie gives us here. We still have something. Yeah, we got Research. We got Switch and Scoop Up Net too for Jirachi. It's all beautiful. Yeah, it's game over. They can't knock me out this turn. There's no way they can do a knockout because they already attached on the Houndoom. They can hit me with Houndoom, but that won't KO me. Let me just come in swinging with an Ancient Blast, knocking out my opponent's active Houndoom here. Okay, there's a Tyranitar. They do have to retreat into it. It can take a hit, but from Armaldo. But the problem is, oh no, they're just gonna get knocked out now. Unless they have a Cape in the deck. I was like, well, they can't get knocked out if they don't Houndoom to that Tyranitar and take the 20 damage. But my opponent is just YOLOing it. Yeah, there's nothing they can do, and that's game. We're just gonna go Ancient Blast for the knockout, and the Busted Fossils takes down the Single Strike deck. Kind of, honestly, I thought this game was going to be a lot closer because of the Single Strike Urshifu, but Armaldo just pretty decent numbers when you get all the fossils in the discard pile. All right, getting into this next match here. We're against an Eternus deck. We have... Opponent's got a Dark Box, so could be E-Turn, which is a matchup we do want to see as a Aerodactyl Armaldo deck. Almost misspoke there. So we'll see what we start with here. How we looking? Oh, I was about to say, we were about to start with Crobat, but we do get Jirachi at the last second. See, originally I did have 2 Crobat in here, and I actually had a Kricketune too, but it's like, the more, well, Kricketune's not as bad as Crobat if you start with it, but the less Pokemon you play, the higher chance you start with Jirachi, which is what you want to be starting with so you can do Stellar Wish. So, yeah. Okay, so we are against a Hydreigon deck, which is cool. A little quick ball weight Anorith here for another Jirachi. Oh, only 2 research labs. Uh-oh. Let's see what this gets us. Yeah. No chance for a research. We could go Crobat here, to be honest, to try to dig a little bit. I don't really want to do that. I'm probably just going to research next turn. Well, I do want to get a fossil down at the very least. Actually, you know what? I think I do just do Crobat. Yeah, we can always net the Jirachi. I think I go Crobat. I want to get a fossil if I can. Okay, look at that. Crobat paid off. You love to see it. Just go Anorith. I'm going to get double Anorith here, because it looks like Armaldo is going to be the best attacker in this matchup. All right. Crobat paid off. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I don't really like having 2 Jirachis in play, though, but we have Scoop Up Net, so not too big of a deal. But looks like my opponent's going to let me have some time here to just kind of set up a little bit with our thing. And I wouldn't mind Stellar Wishing. Oh, they play Weakness Card Energy, but it is now in the discard pile. Ooh, the Counter Stadium. Okay. That's a little unfortunate, because I was hoping to just get another turn of doing Research Lab here. Fine, though. What am I trying to see? A Bird Keeper or a... well, Research Lab Fossil build would be good. No? Well, we got Research Lab back. I'll take it. Okay. Do this. I'm going to play one of the twins down. I mean, my opponent could kill my Armaldo. Like, they have, like, an insane boss combo. But I'm going to get the Armaldo here to thin out the deck, because we're researching. Going to thin as much as we can. I want to get this Jirachi off the board if I can. No. Oh, we got the fossil, though. Get that in the discard. Yeah, we're just going to Research Lab again for another Anorith. We just want to put a bunch of Anorith in play, right? Because it's the best attacker, Armaldo. Like, they do play Weak Guard Energy, but, like, theoretically, Weak Guard doesn't really do much. Like, it works with Sabltar, but it's not very good with Greninja Zoar because it doesn't count as an extra energy for its attack. They do have the Hydreigon. Holy crap, they actually had it. We might be in some trouble here if my opponent knocks out Jirachi. The only thing I don't like having not is... that didn't make any sense. Not having an Aerodactyl in play is what I meant to say. I don't like having Aerodactyl not in play here, but if we can find some fossils, it's all good. If my opponent doesn't knock me out here, we could try to get a Jirachi off the board so I can put Aerodactyl down. I do want to get an Aerodactyl in play, right? Aerodactyl can one-shot Hydreigon, it can one-shot Crobat. It would be good to get one down if I can. We'll have to see what happens on that end. I mean, they're down, what, 4 Darks? I'm hoping that we don't get KO'd here. I would like another turn to set up. Well, another issue right now is we actually can't bench another fossil. We'll see. We need to find the Scoop Up Nets to get Jirachi up the board. Nice. Okay, what do we top deck? Bruno. Okay, here we go. Stellar Wish. Take this, I guess. Put another Armaldo down. Sure thing. We have a Rod still, so if something happens to the Armaldos, which they could get the first boss on me, which is what I'm worried about. So Bird Keeper. No Scoop Up Net. Scoop Net? No. Great Catcher's pretty good, though. We take it? Yeah, we'll take the Great Catcher. We might be able to get the first Gust on them here if we can find fossils for next turn. We can do double switch and stuff, so that seems pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, next turn, we'll see if we can get some fossils. We can go, like, switch, Jirachi, fossil, Great Catcher, bring in Greninja Zoar, can at least punch it. Maybe even knock it out if we're lucky. The thing that scares me is my opponent getting the first boss on me, though. But they are down 1 boss. They have a 4-card hand. There's no Dark City, so they can't move Crobat as easily. They got it. I told you, bro. That's what I was scared of, bro. But they actually promote, like, Crobat and not my Armaldo, which is very interesting. I guess Crobat's a really nice card to play in this deck because it's just a good bait card. It's just one of those cards where it's in play, which, like, you can Gust my Crobat, but you're not taking out my fossils. And it's, like, kind of hard to put them into play. So it's all good. Don't mind that at all. Alright, let's just do this. Get a third Armaldo. Oh, we don't have Scoop Up Net in the deck. Okay, so we just can't even bench our boys here. We go Armaldo, we're only doing 140 damage. That is not worth it. It's not worth it to attack the Crobat, because Crobat's really easy to knock out because of Aerodactyl. Honestly, I think I just pass. We'll put this on and just pass. Well, if they KO Crobat, it doesn't really matter. The tempo we have in this matchup is so good that we can afford to lose 2 prizes before we even take a knockout or even put damage on the board. Now we gotta hope they don't have a third boss somewhere. Oh, they have a black market. No, that's what I was scared of, was that, because we only have 2 research labs in the deck. Oh, no. Now we need another fossil down. Whatever. Okay, there's the fossil. So actually what we could do, we're doing 120 damage. We can just knock out Hoopa here, take our 2 prizes, hope to get a research lab. Seems good to me. We'll go switch. Great Catcher. Bring in the Hoopa. Take a knock. I'm going to hold the hand too. Just take a KO. Cool. Nice. We're getting some tempo back. Let's take our prizes. There we go. We got the counter stadium. We got both counter stadiums. Look at that. Yeah, I knew they were playing the Black Market Prism Star. I mean, I didn't expect to actually have it in their hand, but I knew they were playing it. Like, I just had a bad feeling about it, because when I saw we only had 2 Research Labs in deck, I was like, oh no. They play Research Lab, don't they? They play a Rosa. They are doing enough damage to knock me out, right? They're doing 60, 90, 120, 150. So they do have a KO Armaldo here. The one thing is I at least want one Unidentified Fossil to become an Aerodactyl, but I guess the way this game is going, we actually can afford to maybe have another turn where we just Research Lab. I'm curious to see what this Rosa is going to get them. They have to get a supporter for next turn. Yeah, I was going to say. If they don't get another supporter, they can't do much. Maybe if we can just find more Gust, maybe we can just win by Gusting. Actually, maybe not, actually, because we are down our other boss. Never mind. I don't play Eldegoss in here. They're doing 180. So, we'll promote Jirachi. The fact that we know they have a research in their hand, we could actually just have a turn where we just do another research lab. Which is tempting. First of all, let's get that out of the way. Alright, let's see if we can find a fossil. Nice. We got Boss, too. We could have taken Boss and knocked out Hoopa. Fine, though. Put that down. Do this. We have a knockout, right? Because we found the fossil. Let me just go switch. Play Bruno. We'll hold that last stadium. You never know what my opponent plays. Ooh, we got the last fossil. Put that into play. And we will Ancient Blast. This will knock out my opponent's Greninja Zoroark for a lot of damage. 340. See you later, Eternatus VMAX. Wouldn't even have survived. There's the Scoop Up Net. There's our last Armaldo. And there's our second net. Both of our nets were prized. That kind of made a big deal in this matchup. But yeah, looks like we're just going to clean house here with Armaldo. And my opponent scoops the game up. There we go. Yeah, they knocked out Armaldo with whatever, T-Tar, Hoopa. We had another Armaldo coming their way. We also had an Aerodactyl. We could have bossed a Crobat. We had a lot of Wink additions there, so that's pretty good. All right, here we go, getting into probably our last match for the deck. And it looks like we hit a Pika deck. My opponent's got a Pika ROM deck box here. Yep, it's Pika most likely, which is a matchup we can beat. And we actually got a pretty solid start. Double Jirachi. We can try to dig for a fossil, which is good. Definitely need to get a fossil down. The problem with Pika, though, the big problem is that Boltund is a big pain in the butt. Because we have to either play aggressive with Armaldo early, because Aerodactyl can't one-shot that Boltund. That's not a good card to see. But they don't have it, so that's hallelujah. And there we go, we got a fossil. We got the fossil. Go here, make sure we get the research lab down. Punch another Jirachi, we'll switch into it. Got another fossil if we can. Nope. No supporter either. Take the Scoop Up Net. Could have taken Quick Ball, I guess, too. Gonna research lab here for Anorith Aerodactyl. Or actually, we'll get double Anorith. Yeah, we'll get double Anorith. Because we want the fossil to become an Aerodactyl. Okay. Yeah, the Boltund is the thing I'm worried about. We might have to knock it out with Armaldo if we can chain together a KO. We'd have to get rid of 2 of our fossils. So, we gotta hope they don't have that Boltund, but they are quick balling for the Boltund here, most likely. We need to get a supporter, too. We can probably find that. We have double Stellar Wish to work with, so not really worried about not getting a supporter. Yeah, this deck is interesting. We do play a lot of duels of supporters, but it is what it is. Oh, they failed the Quick Ball. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, failing the quick ball is weird. The one way we can get around the bullpen, however, is we do have Great Catcher and Boss, but... Oh, they are going to Marnie. Okay, well, rip our hand. I don't know why they failed the quick ball, though. Okay, here we go. What's Marnie going to give me? Supporter, one time. Fossils? Fossil, we got a Twin Energy. Got Aerodactyl, but no supporter. But if Jirachi gets a supporter, this all works out in the end. All right, no Boltund. All right, we might have a knockout here if we can... Ooh, look at that. We got a Scoop Net. So let's go... We'll put that down. Discard it. See what this gets us. Bird Keeper. We'll take it. Bird Keeper to the Jirachi. Nice. We got the KO. Right? Yes. And we got another fossil. We kind of like... we got Bill in our hand. Well, I'll take the fossil. I'd rather just take fossil here. We can go bench the fossil. Discard the fossil. All right. So now we are doing a knockout, I'm pretty sure. So we put back... Jirachi. We can actually evolve that into an Anorith, which I actually kind of like. So let's get Armaldo. Armaldo is now doing 240 damage. So we will knock out the Pika. We're going to turn this other fossil into an Anorith. The problem with that is we can't one-shot Raichu now with Armaldo, but literally we just got to kill their Pika to win the game. So should be pretty easy. We just go promote Armaldo. And we're going to not bench Jirachi. We're just going to Ancient Blast for 240 damage. See you later, Pigaram. Yeah, very good. We dodged the Boltund. Even if they did have it, we would have knocked them out anyways. But yeah, Boltund would have made things annoying. There's a Bruno and Evo Incense. Really good cards. We can get another Armaldo. But they just scooped the game up. Yeah, Armaldo just swung into the Pika. And that's why Armaldo is kind of lit, man. You just... See you later, Pika. You don't stand a chance. Anyways, I'm going to wrap today's PTCGO video, guys, with the Armaldo Aerodactyl deck here today. Yeah, really fun deck to play. Again, fossils are lit. Yeah, Armaldo Aerodactyl, really cool deck. After playing it, I don't really know what I don't really think I'd make much more changes. The only card I maybe want to play in here is a Guzma and Hala, because or even an Opal could be kind of cool. Like, just being able to find energy is kind of important. So if you want to maybe play a Guzma Hala or an Opal, it's not the worst idea. Like, Guzma Hala is cool in here. I don't really like Guzma Hala so much, though, because you have to discard cards from your hand, which can actually backfire sometimes. But yeah, playing a Guzma Hala, I guess, wouldn't hurt you. I would maybe add a Guzma Hala to the deck. Other than that, yeah, I think the deck is fine. I like the build. I like the supporter count. Like, each supporter plays a big role in this deck. So thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. Help me on the road to reaching 17,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the support on the content recently. Check out Card Cavern down below. Use code LDF. Check out the socials, my Twitch, my Twitter, my Patreon. I'll see you guys later.